I am not unaware at all that my idiolet has provoked extreme reactions. Fanatical defenders and lovers, and very toxic and acerbic objurgators. How many people really read?
True.
And those who read, what do they read? So, if after putting my nose to the grindstone for a period of iron, or for donkey years or a month of Sundays, like I still do, whereas my objurgators are immersing themselves in a voluptuous and Epicurean aqua of Instagramming.
Yeah. Sir, I will not...
WhatsApping.
Yes.
Facebooking.
Yeah.
Snapchatting.
Yeah.
Pepper souping.
Yes.
Goat heading.
Yes.
Isyewulizing. And big-starting. And they expect me to vocalize in platitudes and jejunities? How does that become my onus probandi to unravel what they stigmatize as my Sphinxian conundrum? My take is sancta simplicitas.
Okay.
If this nation will not burn, if this nation want to eschew a second civil war, we cannot but devolve powers. And that is why it came to me as a sign of maniacal bewilderment that the National Assembly that was supposed to provide leadership and seize the historical momentum to devolve powers from the Santa Claustic federal government, this needs to be weaned off. In the case of Governor Oyetola, it is a case of political res ipsa loquitur. By that I mean the fact speaks for itself. At the time you are talking about 4 years ago, the people of Osun State did not really have any objective political comterendum with which to measure the capacity, the mental poise, the extent to which Governor Oyetola had cultivated the regime of the mental magnitude to be able to deliver democracy to the dividends of the people. But now he has a report card. So as not to make this repartee to be riddled in Sphinxian conundrums or verbagogical rigmaroles, I'm going to rattle through the facts with a barrel of a gun. And these are hard facts. And I'm going to compartmentalize Governor Oyetola's achievements within the praxis and maxis of the economy, health, agriculture, infrastructure, and welfare of workers. And I'll speak to some you certainly cannot totally incapudolo and mubudo extirpate, some of those deviant behaviors. But you do not now use such infinitesimal quantum to now give a generic pontification as to what is the crime rate in Osun State. In a country where our system of government still anchors around prebendalism, in a country where our system of government is still highly mercantilistic, in a country where our system of government is still practicing crude and primitive capitalism, it will be sheer vacuous hocus pocus. It will be sheer jickery pokery for me to sit down here and say to you that the issues you have raised, the issues you have raised under focal biceps and biceps are not issues to worry about. You cannot blame the voters when they don't come out to vote.
Who do we blame?
You blame government.
Which government?
That is the matter. You blame over the years. You blame government. You blame government over the years. The truth of the matter is that government has not risen up to its constitutional onus probandi in providing democracy dividends for the people. Against that backdrop, therefore, the people feel a sense of psychological and emotional anathema towards their civic rights. Those who bestirred themselves in toxic animadversion against the President Muhammadu Buhari's and APC's federal government in the last 2 years must take immutable cognition of the fact that at the time the APC and the president came on board, Nigeria suffered from a state of economic radiculopathy, social sciatica, and political dystopia. It was not going to be easy in less than 2 years, to bring about a transmutation and transmogrification into a state of El Dorado. The president and the APC campaigned under a triangular wicket. One, security. Two, the fight against corruption. And three, the economy.
And so far, none of them seem to be working, though.
No. The security situation before we came on board was like Gogo Medusa.
Are you saying it's better now?
It has been pulverized. It has been pulverized. It has been... I would say, press the film, and as quickly as possible that the presidential invasion of the National Assembly, which was unscrupulously executed by its pursuant Inspector General of Police, was a dance macabre, which is very, very bad and maladrously so for an already hemorrhaging democracy. I don't want to believe that the Inspector General of Police would engage in that arum-scarum act of political gambadoism without presidential imprimatur. So for me, the attack should not just stop at the dastardly show of shame and infamy by the Inspector General of Police, but we should lift the political veil to see the ants, and cornucopiously so, of presidential politics.